Hi, my name's Steve. Welcome aboard my narrowboat home, Moorland Rose. Please join me as I take a slow boat through Britain. After a pleasant evening in the Fountain pub, it's time to get going again. The forecast is for wintry showers as I head into the heart of Birmingham. The wind is really gusty, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the steering of Moorland Rose too much. This is Tipton Junction, where the Dudley Canal heads towards Stourbridge via the Dudley Tunnel. Due to the lack of ventilation in the tunnel, diesel-powered boats aren't permitted to use it, so I'm afraid we cannot go that way. We will continue towards Birmingham along the old main line. An electric trip boat does operate through the tunnel if you'd like to try it. Spring is well on the way with masses of catkins on the willow bushes, always known to me as pussy willows. You may know them by a different name. The wintry showers have started. I hope it's not too much. It looks like the old railway bridge has been replaced by a new one. I have searched the internet but cannot find what it will carry. The Very Light Rail Research Centre is close by, so perhaps it's connected with that. This wintry shower is getting worse. I might look for somewhere to tie up. This aqueduct passes over a branch of the new main line, which leads to Netherton Tunnel, a later alternative to the congested Dudley Tunnel. This narrow section is another of the gauging stations I mentioned in my last vlog. It's where the boat's load could be checked to work out what tolls were due. The three locks here drop down to the new main line, a more direct route than the one we are following. Many of the former industrial sites have now been built on with modern housing, these houses to port being built on the site of the Oldbury Gasworks. We are now cruising under the busy M5 motorway. I wonder how many of those motorists realise the world that exists beneath them. This is the junction with the Titford Canal, which climbs via a flight of 6 locks, known as the Crow, to the highest level of the Birmingham Canal navigations, and a reservoir at Titford Pool. Some of these new bridges make for interesting steering. The close proximity to the motorway system and the large areas of now derelict land make this an ideal place for a number of distribution centres. Back under the motorway we go. Some of the old bridges remain. This was once the access to Blakely Hall, the manor house of Oldbury. It seems that with the money the owners got from the canal company to use their land, they knocked down the original hall and built a 3-storey Georgian farmhouse in its place. Three modes of transport cross. I know which one I prefer. The aqueduct takes us over the new main line. As you can see, we wander around the contours, while Telford's new cut takes a more direct route. On the left, another link to the new main line, here at Spon Lane Junction. Finally, leaving the motorway behind, but I think I was sheltered from the weather beneath it. I am tempted to stop in this tunnel and to stay out of the weather. The old boatman wouldn't have known the tunnel here, only the bridge we've just passed. It was only built as recently as the 1970s to carry a new road. The building to the right is the Galton Valley pumping station. It was used to replenish the water used in the locks by pumping it back up from the new main line, which now runs parallel to us. The weather has forced me to stop filming, but you've missed nothing as I head down a short arm to some CRT services. Pump out done, rubbish dropped off and the water tank filled, the weather amazingly changes and I can head back. Yes, yeah, I'll sort it. Right. Thanks a lot. Got the prop cleared as well. Couple of plastic bags and one of that, the woven plastic sacking stuff. Oh, brilliant. But it came off ever so easy, so. What's a window to the camera in it for now? Thanks a lot. This small arm of the canal is the engine arm. It used to carry coal to the Smethwick engine, a steam engine used before the Galton Valley pumping station mentioned earlier. The Smethwick engine is now at the Think Tank, part of the Birmingham Science Museum. It is reputed to be the oldest working engine in the world. This is an interesting turn, as you will see. No, it's not a dead end. I had actually left Moorland Rose on the aqueduct and walked round to set this first lock. These 3 locks drop us down to the new main line level. Yet more ironworks were served by that arm that leads off to port. And here we join up with the new main line, which we will follow into the heart of Birmingham. The old main line still exists as a number of loops which once served all the factories in the area. Have you seen how many of the bridges are these wonderful iron structures, a byproduct of all the metalworking the region was famous for? Being at the heart of the Industrial Revolution, and with industries attracting people from around the country, in fact from all around the world, for work, Birmingham developed a large and varied population and became known as the City of 1,000 Trades. I wonder how many there actually were. Too many for me to count, that's for sure. With towpaths on both sides of the new canal, this island allowed boats to pass on either side to be measured for their tolls. The weather has finally gotten the better of me, and I've had to stop filming, missing the last stretch into Birmingham. The BCN is a fascinating piece of history, and I've only dipped into a small part of it, but I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I'll have a couple of days in the city before moving on. I'm not much of a city person. But which way out of Birmingham will I take? Join me next time to find out. Until then, take care, and I will see you soon.